Complicated versus complex. Firstly, complicated is something that is advanced and difficult, but can be figured out. For example, I listened to my son play the piano, and he is a young teenager. A year ago, he decided to teach himself how to play the piano using my learning model of concept, language, and application, CAP. And after a vacation to visit family members, my son was reminiscing about leaving our tranquil environment along with the warmth and affection of family members to go back home. So he wrote a piano song to express his heartfelt feelings that overwhelmed his young soul. He titled the song Going Back Home. Although he could have alternatively sought to sit down and explain his feelings, he would most likely fall short of completely expressing the fullness of his multifaceted range of emotions surrounding what he was thinking or truly feeling. Therefore, he created a song, and his song is complex. It is complex because he expresses his longing for family members, and after departing from loved ones who helped him to create lifelong memories. Notwithstanding, if someone else were to hear the song, it may resonate in a totally different way, because the song and its corresponding inspiration is, simply put, complex. The song has a wide range of uses, functions, or solutions and paths, leading ultimately to the tip of the sword. And how many tips are usually on a sword? One. Thus, how can he capture a sentimental moment in his life so succinctly? Yet, when another person hears the song, they walk away with their own personal consummation. When you encounter someone who can express complexities, you are dealing with someone who has wisdom. And wisdom surpasses age, race, gender, or any other conceived or perceived limitation. What is complicated? According to Oxford Languages Dictionary, complicated means consisting of many interconnecting parts or elements. Intricate. Think of the human anatomy. It consists of many different interconnecting parts. However, thousands of doctors graduate every year after studying or proving they have mastered a superior understanding of the human anatomy. According to the Oxford Languages Dictionary, complex means consisting of many different and connected parts, similar to complicated. However, it also means denoting or involving numbers or quantities containing both a real and an imaginary part. Basically, there is a fine line that delineates the functional variances between these two words. And one glaring difference is that although they function nearly the same, complexities deal with real and imaginary or unexpressed or unseen parts, meaning complicated issues usually revolve around knowledge. And in contrast, complex issues usually surround the creation or development of knowledge. In short, complicated is something you can understand, but complex is something that must be understood. Getting a tech job or passing a technology certification is complicated. However, it can be figured out with enough research or helpful guidance. However, understanding how to start a tech career and follow a path that guides one through their tech career is undoubtedly a complex endeavor. Starting and following a tech career path should not be confused with being a complicated undertaking. It is clearly complex. In addition, The expectations and measurements of success for a complicated journey versus a complex journey would be vastly different, as the criteria for the complicated journey may perhaps be figured out. However, the criteria for determining the success of a complex journey may need to be imagined or created from wisdom and instincts of an experienced advisor, coach, or mentor. What is wisdom? According to the Oxford Languages Dictionary, wisdom is the soundness of an action or decision with regard to the application of experience, knowledge, and good judgment, which ties into instincts. And according to the Oxford Languages Dictionary, instincts is an innate, typically fixed pattern of behavior in animals in response to certain stimuli. A quick way to understand instincts is to picture the way LeBron James plays basketball. He is a living animation of complexity and athletic wisdom because he instinctively uses the trends and patterns he has gained from years of experience playing the game of basketball. He can move from team to team, winning championships, and he can pin the ball to the backboard after chasing down an opponent who clearly had a competitive advantage with a head start from stealing the basketball from him or his teammates. What does complicated and complex mean to us in the tech industry? It means that you may study something complex like cloud computing 100 times, and then you will eventually get it and develop a working knowledge of the subject. However, if you were tasked with becoming a chief technology officer, CTO, you would be hard pressed to study that 100 times and then eventually get it. Thus, understanding cloud computing is complicated, but becoming a CTO is complex and requires both real and imaginary parts. Therefore, to become a CTO would require someone with wisdom and instincts to help guide you to that destination by leveraging their knowledge, experience that enables them to recognize the trends and patterns to position you for level 4 success as a technology executive, i.e., based on the 5 levels of tech career success. In summary, knowing the difference between complicated and complex is important so that we do not go through our life, our careers, misidentifying these terms in the situations we will most certainly face. Essentially, if we fail to know the contrasting distinctions, we may inadvertently be approaching complicated matters the way we should approach complex matters, and vice versa, which may have consequences that vary from inconsequential to utterly devastating. This should prompt us to act with purposeful intentions when recognizing, properly defining, and responding wisely to both complicated and complex matters in our personal or professional realms of influence and career endeavors.